These are the days when you definitely don't want to come out and train. We're going to get loads of water in the lens, so I'm not going to keep this out for too long. I'll try to keep the camera under covers. Leg day in the cold and wet. So much for summer. First we're going to kick things off with some back squat. I'm praying that little issue I've had recently with my hamstring glute doesn't flare up today, but time will tell. This is going to be the first set. I'm literally just incrementing it if things feel good. So this is only 52.5. I'm probably going to go somewhere between 10 and 15. Just go maybe, I'm going to slower tempo than what I've been asked to, just to make sure the lighter weight feels harder, and so I'm not just completely going through the movements of it. So it's going to be something like 4 or 5 seconds negative, brief pause, up, no rest at the top, and go through my reps like that. I'm not going to record it, I'm just going to get into it. I don't want to leave the camera around too much. So I'll see you after this set and I'll tell you how it went. I'm getting a bit sick of doing cleans every time I want to do a squat, especially when I've got, so my last set of squats is you do the reps, pause for 20 seconds. There's not enough time to put the bar down, pick it back up, or if I do I'm just going to tire myself out even further. So for this triple rest pause set, I'm 100% willing to sacrifice these bins. I'm trying not to say that too loudly, I've already sacrificed the concrete tile thing. Fingers crossed they won't break. I have seen Will doing bench. Bear in mind he weighs 220 and he was benching over 220. I don't think my measly little weight on 2 different bins should break them, he says. So many people would have sacked today off, but the fact that I'm out here means that I've got a few PBs already. I'll take that as a win. And we're due another haircut. Dying over here. Yeah, it's cool to sweat when it's warm, but can you sweat when it's cold? It's not even raining, I'm just sweating. How hard are you working? Got a beef dish cooking up here, and all I'm going to do to flavour it is add some mild salsa. I want 2 jars of that, pop that in, and that's more than 1 meal for sure. And then if you look at the macros on the back of here, focus, come on, fucking thing. There we go. Right. So 36 calories per 100 grams, and it's a 300 gram jar, so it's a little over 100 calories for a jar. If you're cooking up 500 grams of mince, to have a sauce that flavours it really nicely for 100 calories is, in my opinion, definitely worth it. And then what we'll also do is, in the microwave, I currently have some mixed vegetables, so I'll mix that in at the end with the portion I'm going to have with the salsa, and that is my meal done. Oh wait, no. We'll also put up some potatoes, so as soon as that's come out of the microwave, I'll be then banging the potatoes in the microwave just for 5 minutes or so, and then I'll mix it all together and things will be beautiful. So now I've just weighed out all the food in one go, and what I'm going to do is divide it into 3 meals. So just simply take that number down there and divide by 3. Easy. All I need is 445 grams in each one of these. So I've got 2 glass Tupperwares and the bowl itself. The bowl I'll just eat from because it's already dirty. And then once I've measured that out, then I'll add the veg and the potato back to the bowl, and that's my meal for now. I appreciate this quite a bit of a mess now, but oh well. Reset it to 0. Now I can weigh how much veg. 190. I did reset it with the spoon in, so that makes sense now. Reset back to 0 again, and potatoes going in. And then what I'm going to do is just mash that all up and then enjoy. So the finished product is voila. Honestly, a really nice meal. If you like shepherd's pie, then this is very, very similar to that sort of taste. I also added some black pepper and some garlic granules with a little bit of salt as well, but that comes down to personal preference at the end of the day. It's not going to make a big difference in terms of what you're tracking or anything like that. You might have to worry about salt, but the pepper and the garlic, they're pretty sound. For future reference, do not get bruschetta chips. There's 350 calories there. That's a lot of my food gone. Let's go.
So much for summer. This weather is absolute bullshit. But at the same time, I love it because I can just try and think about how many other people are training outside and how many people would be willing to come out here when it's pissing right through. So, win. It's a good workout as well.
For the first time in I don't even know how many months, it's kind of Groundhog Day, as everyone's saying. But me and Jimmy, socially distanced, doing a workout. Just doing a warm up for deadlifts and banded rows. And we'll get into some deadlifts. It's the first time Jimmy's deadlifted all lockdown. Let's see what numbers he pulls. Hopefully we can get these done before it starts raining. As always, for hoping. Currently doing lap pullovers, dumbbell and banded, while you sit down with rain. Second exercise I did, at least going to be out for another hour. And just like that, it's sunny again. We're still doing the same exercise. Makes no sense out here. Unfortunately, Jimmy has had to leave because he hasn't anticipated how long this session is going to take. My sessions do take longer because I've got to set everything up in different places, whereas he can just train from the comfort of his garage. So, I don't know if you can see everything behind me is just pissing wet through. It briefly stops. It's been stop-start, rain, hail, a bit of sun. There's one bit where we had our tops off, then back to rain, back to hail. And it's not like we're training for hours. This is literally every 10 minutes there's a complete different weather change. Kind of annoying. And I think everything is soaked, including myself, right down to our boxes. Finally finished the session. Surprisingly not raining at this present moment, although I think it's about to start. Yeah, spoke too soon. Just quickly got the car running, full heat, full aircon, and try and just dry out the last little bit of moisture on the equipment. I'm not going to sit in there because I am actually wet and I've got suede leather seats, so I don't want to fuck those up. Which just means I'm back out in the rain, getting more wet. And I've no doubt still got about 8,000 steps to do. Today is not my day. But I kind of have to do it because I haven't hit 2 days worth of steps so far. I think I'm around 5,000 steps behind, so if I don't try and do those on top of what I already need to do, then I'm just fucking myself up even more. I'm going to take the camera in before it gets absolutely soaked. I'll see you on the other side. When you actually make food that you like, dieting becomes a lot easier. I've got turkey burgers, white potato, some herbs, some salt and some low calorie honey and mustard sauce. Just a light little drizzle there. And this is honestly a lovely meal. Whether I'm dieting or not, I'd happily eat this. If I wasn't dieting, I'd maybe add some more cheese and a few more bits like that, but this is awesome. Another unpleasant day here in the UK. But bench press is kind of going a little bit well over the past couple of weeks. It's very hard for me to engage my chest when I'm pressing. I'm kind of just lifting the weight. I'm currently about to hit 75 kilos. I'm gonna guess somewhere between 6 and 8 maybe. If I get more than that, then I'll be pretty happy. If I stop sooner, it's because my chest hasn't engaged and I'm just not ready for that weight yet. I can definitely press it, but there's a difference between pressing and engaging, so it's that I'm definitely working on during lockdown. Less weight, less equipment, but more focus on actual tension. Wish me luck. Could be a big step forward. I have no idea how many days of rain we're on to now, but still raining, still working. And to be fair, it's a really good session so far. I don't know if anyone watches Vikings or watched Last Kingdom, but I'm definitely feeling the Viking vibes. But yeah. Got a bit nauseous at the moment. I'm gonna get these back on so I'm gonna catch in a bit and do my set before it starts raining too bad. Busting out all the angles now. CCTV type footage. Hopefully this being sheltered under the gutter a bit kind of helps. Last set, exercise. While doing my close grip bench, I advise all of you not to do the close grip like that. I did that when I first started out and all I can say is it just damaged my elbows. So what you're going to aim for is not having it too close, but more in line with your shoulder or slightly inside. You're going to find a comfortable spot anyway, but as you're coming down you want that elbow to be tight against your side and just scraping. You should actually feel it on your side. So the weight is stacked on your fist, straight down to the elbow, elbow's tucked to your side. So it's going to come down like that. And it's more like a tricep extension if you think about it like that. But I'm also doing this by, as I'm holding a bar, trying to slide my hands in at the same time, even though I've got a tight enough grip that they're not going to move. And all that does is just emphasise my chest a little bit more because it's really lagging. But that's personal preference, whether you want to do that or not, or just want to concentrate on tricep lockout. Yesterday was definitely a bad day for me. Feeling hungry, just wanting to eat food. It rained from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, pretty much. So I didn't train, I didn't walk, I went to the shops, so I got 1,000 steps in out of my 10,000. I think I was kind of hoping that I might be able to get some sort of indoor training in, and the fact that I couldn't just broke me down a little bit. Just a momentary lapse though, because I'm out here the day after. It's probably going to rain now. I'm on my first exercise and it keeps on spitting every now and then, so fun times. I'd say this is the first week that I've started to feel the diet. I'm not even lean yet, so it's not a complaint. I'm complaining more about the weather than I am the diet. I've not cheated on it. I've made a few things fit my macros, but I've not gone over calories or anything like that. If anything, if I have a little bit of bad food, I say bad, it's all relative. Like Halo ice cream, for example, I keep on having a little bit of the tub of that, maybe 100 grams, which is not many calories when you consider a full tub is just shy of 300 calories, and I'm only having, I'm going to say 100 grams is about 35-40% of that. So yeah, it's not a bad cheat, but if I do have that, then I tend to steer slightly under my calories than go over. I don't know why I do that. But yeah, food wise seems good. I've still got enough. I do notice actually that I am swapping more food for volume foods. So whenever it comes to me wanting to pick up that, I know today I went shopping and I wanted some chocolate chip pancakes just because I saw them in the bakery section. But then I scanned it with the barcode, and 2 pancakes I think came to 400 calories. And then I thought of what 400 calories could be. This is going to sound so boring, but what 400 calories could be in terms of size of white potato, and I'd much rather feel full than feel like I've just kind of satisfied my taste buds for a little bit, because if I go to bed hungry I'm not going to sleep, and I know that full well, so I try and fill myself as opposed to cheat on the diet. I get more satisfaction for longer maybe if I fill up. I like big meals, I like feeling full, I don't feel the need for too many cravings. But yeah, I think diet's going well. Leanest I've felt so far. I'll post a little picture that seems to have gone down well on Instagram. If you don't follow me on there, just head over to Cowley33. I kind of stayed away from there for a little bit, but I'm going to go back to that for sure and start posting some more, maybe training stuff, diet stuff. I might even start doing some voice stuff like I've been doing here. But yeah, we will see how this session goes. We're on to deadlifts at the moment. There's been no issues, touch wood, of the hamstring glute issue that I've been suffering recently. So I'm up to 100 kilos. I've got 5 sets of 10 to do. So I'm aiming between 8 and 10. Just did a set of 8. Everything felt good. So I'm going to push for 9 or 10, see if that feels good. I'm probably just going to stick with 100 kilos for today, and then next session bump it up if that feels good as well. It's kind of eating into my rest time, so I'm going to have to cut this out and then jump back in afterwards. Some people say that you get fitter during a prep. I'm not feeling it. Just on the deadlift. In a way better than I thought. Went for a few sets with 100, a few sets with 90, and all within the rep range that I was aiming for. I backed off to 90 at the end, just for the last set for 10, just because my back felt a little bit off with the set before. I'd rather it stay okay and not fuck me up. But it's not properly gone, it just feels a little bit off. I'd rather just heed that as a warning. But yeah, I think it was more just I was having trouble bracing, and so the lack of brace kind of affected my back maybe taking too much strain than it should have done. So it's more like it's just feeling a bit pumped and unusual, and but I feel good. What I've noticed a lot recently is, with all my deadlifts and my squats and everything like that, my glutes are killing me. Like, I don't know what it is, but they definitely feel more activated than they normally would do, and they're burning with, even during the set I can just feel them just aching and burning and firing. I think that's a good thing, because then it's going to be building them up, trying to take a little bit less from, or take away some of the weight away from my back, trying to load it properly. I think in the past my glutes have been a little bit weak and not activating as they should, not automatically firing. I'd have to consciously think glute squeeze or whatever. Just having a little ramble. But we've done deadlift, and now we're going to move into the dumbbell pullover. So we'll see how that goes. Just playing around with adding a bit more peak contraction to this dumbbell pullover. So all I've done from last time is double over the red band, which I don't think really gave me too much from that top end range. So what I've done is just looped it over twice, and that should give me a far better feel when I'm actually trying to squeeze into the lats. So I've dropped the weight back a little bit, because obviously it's going to be a bit more tension, and we're going to see how we get on with this. The little upgrade is feeling spot on. I mean, you don't have to keep buying different bands to try and make things work. You can literally just adapt with what you have in most cases. I could have added more weight to the dumbbell, but then the top end is too easy. I could have added a thicker band, but then the bottom end's too easy, but the top end's too hard. Slight little double over with a weaker band means I get the perfect balance for me. So don't know if I've commented on this yet, but the Meadows row that I've been doing was just basically pumping up my back before I actually got any benefit from my upper back. So the bit I was trying to work wasn't feeling anything until my lower back got so sore and so pumped that I'd have to stop the set because of that, not because the row was doing what it's supposed to. So I've now modified this, so I'm going to quickly set the camera up and demo my variation of the Meadows row, which is a bit more supported for my own reasons. If you want to try it, by all means go ahead. It might even be called a different exercise, I just haven't come across it yet. So just about to set up for hamstring curls, and I've decided to switch over to doing single leg because I get a way better feel with the particular the band setup that I've got. So that's my last exercise for today. It's just about to start raining, so I'm not going to use the camera, but overall it's been a bit of a decent session. Unfortunately, talking about the hamstring glute issue has just tweaked as I'm putting some of the plates back in the car while it rains, so sucks. Might have to just massage that out later and just try and take it steadier. Annoyingly, it goes with things like putting the weights away instead of when I'm actually doing the deadlift, but that's just me. Training is done and food is eaten, but the steps still remain, and I'm basically guilt tripping myself because I want one of those positions, top 6 in men's physique UKDFBA, and I know that if I don't do my steps, there's no chance of getting there. So let's make it happen.